Oh, hello. Oh, bad frog. There we go. Now he's back.
Did it disappear again?
I solved him. Nope, you're good. You're good. Oh, hello. Um, thank you, Evil Him. Welcome to Mixcast, episode 29. Long time no see. Yep. You guys even watched me make this screen. Everything is looking so clean now. So clean. I like it.
I like my buttons.
Yeah, your buttons look good. We gotta get them functioning. So non-functioning buttons yet, but they will be there soon. Actually, I don't see the buttons right now.
My tooltips work. Oh my goodness.
Do you see them working? Because I don't see them working right now.
The tooltips? Yeah, they're working.
I don't see anything working. Yeah, like
so
when I press
nice.
mix play. Oh, because there's no tablet version yet. Yeah, no, the buttons are
I'm gonna
really
do it tonight.
nice.
I'm gonna make the mobile and tablet tonight.
So yeah, Bad Frog did 100% of those. The only thing that I helped with on the buttons was guidance on what buttons we may or may not have needed, and then he just wanted to clarify the design of it. That was it. He made them though. Yeah, they're like fantastic. Really well done. So yeah, no, Minecraft.
No, you cannot self-promote.
And he just taught me something new with whatever it's called.
Text size, getting rid of the text completely.
Yeah, text size. You have no idea how long I've been dealing with that.
Well, I used to just put a dot.
Yeah. Well, I've been deleting the names every single time on Firebot to do it, and that's a nightmare.
No, you just text size 0 was the trick. I don't know how I found it, but I did.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. All right, so yeah, welcome to Mixcast episode 29. Happy New Year, everyone. We've got a couple of different things for you guys above. Looking back at 2018, we're gonna do we're gonna talk about a NASA exploring robot article that Bad Frog had found. And we're going to talk about your 2019 resolution. What's with the Japan in the background, Frog? He's in Japan. Like he's been visiting for about a month or something like that.
It's my temple.
It's his temple.
My sanctuary.
So yeah, we have a couple of things for you guys. That's what this article is here. So the article that you see above Bad Frog. But I'm going to hide that for now because we don't need that right now. We'll have that there here in a minute. Except now I forgot where all that information lies. I think it's this one. It's this one. There we go. So yeah, we have some stiff for you guys. I hope everyone's having a great day. How are you, Bad Frog?
I'm good. I followed through on all my resolutions I had for today. So.
Did you? That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
I'm going to take 2 days mostly off from now on, Sundays and Wednesdays, and I dropped one of my streamers today.
You dropped a streamer today? Are they okay?
Well, I made them think they made the decision, but
you you made them think that they made the decision.
Yeah, well, I gave them a way out and they took it. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna probably cut one more. I haven't decided which yet, but that'll be, and then I'll be down to 7 and I'll be okay.
Wow, 7? That's it. Okay. Is this self-diagnosed that you're wanting to do this, or is this a suggestion from that?
I've got too much. I found I got too much enjoyment out of making an interactive board.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to start doing interactive boards for some people, and maybe have a little side business with Muffin making interactive boards, and she can make me some specialized buttons.
That would be cool if you two work together, especially like if you found these streamers who want new boards and new like emotes and stuff. You guys could run a nice little business together.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
That would be really cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I think you guys could make that work. We should put that on an episode of Mixcast. That'd be cool.
I'm good with that.
All right, so let's jump into it. Looking back at 2018, Good year, bad year. What made it good? What made it bad? If you want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about what made it bad. Is there anything that maybe you successfully got to complete? Is there anything you wish you could have done that maybe you're gonna try to go to do this year? More traveling, less traveling than you wanted to. Share with us what you guys do in 2018. Do you wanna start, Bad Frog?
I was gonna say, why don't you start? Tell us what you think you accomplished in 2018.
I could go through so much. It's unbelievable.
Let's give us your top four. Top four.
My Mixer stream blew up to where I had it as a full-time job. I got to go to like every convention. I went to E3, PAX East, PAX West, which are like the top 3 conventions in the United States to go to, that are gaming related, not Comic-Cons. I got a full-time job as a community manager at a gaming studio. And I think just growth, like just me as a community manager, like my social profile, what people call your social clout. You know what clout means? Your social clout. So my social clout grew a ton over this last year, which is extremely important as an influencer. So yeah, I had a super successful year. Like crazy.
It doesn't seem like much for me, but it kind of in some way saved my life. Was finding Mixer actually this last year.
When did you join Mixer?
Oh, I joined Mixer long before then, but
joined Mixer.
God, how long have I been subbed here? 8 months. So probably 2 months before then.
So February?
Something like that.
Maybe March?
Yeah, February or March. But
okay.
It got me out of a dangerous funk I was in.
Yeah.
So it helped a bunch. It was a huge deal for my life to kind of have this to support and stand with. So yeah, that's my big thing from 2018. That I've kind of like you. I started from nothing, but my social clout is starting to spread pretty fast now. So
yeah,
I'm kind of enjoying that.
No, I've been noticing because you use that bot for Twitter that shows you like who your top supporters are, and that like is like a direct influence on your social clout. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It was kind of funny to see. I was watching your social clout, but I was tagged through it, and it was showing me your outreach because of my outreach, and I was like, whoa, my outreach is pretty good.
Yeah, no, I had really good outreach when you got listed on the list there. That was a good one. That tweet I mentioned in is up to like 180 retweets now.
Yeah,
from the show. So it's still growing. I still get 4 or 5 a day that people retweeting it. So
for that one, I think for that one, I'm gonna have you do next month's, and we'll have you as the host for it. So because I've done the last 2 months, so the first one was more of a test. So
yeah, we'll see. But it's working out great. I get 5 to 10 followers a day, so I'm happy.
That's pretty good for Twitter. It's pretty good for Twitter. I don't usually get that sometimes. So so let's read some of the ones in chat. Evil Ham said he found me. Traveled too much. The much sought after 6-pack abs still eludes me. Well, 6-pack abs are a little hard to do when you're constantly traveling, Evil Ham.
So unless you're constantly traveling by foot.
I mean, between states, I'd be surprised.
Well, I'm just saying, you'd have a good 6-pack if you just traveled by foot all the time.
Are you actually going to try to reduce travel for next year, or is your new position in the military going to allow you to travel less, Evilham? I'd still be walking. Wonder Boy said, best thing that happened in 2018, Jack Black's announcement. Oh my god. Bad Frog is dreading the moment that we get to talk about Jack Black.
I'm not dreading it. I'm just going to take a nap.
That should be, if we don't get to that Thursday or Friday, that will be early next week, but I think we're probably going to get to that either tomorrow or Friday. Wait,
yeah, I got my big topic coming soon. We need to set a time for it too.
Wednesday, Thursday. It'll happen this week. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Let's see. Twisted said, Mixer really saved my life. After my mom passed, I had super dark thoughts. Mixer is such a great place for that. It's unbelievable. I hear so many people say that they don't know where they would be if it wasn't for Mixer. It really is a fantastic thing. It's unbelievable. It's crazy to see what this platform does for people. So I'm glad to have you here, Twisted. When you won the award for Mixer's most dedicated community member, it's well deserved. You show it, man. You know, it's clearly your place. You've made this your home. So Military Dragon also said Mixer saved me from so much. Same thing I just said to Twisted. The same thing goes for you, buddy. So
yeah, Kangas said I quit my job of 4 years as a head teller at a bank and got a job at Dartmouth Hitchcock as an emergency room environmental services technician.
Wow.
Which I'm going to ask a question about. And I'm so glad I did. More time with my kiddos and also finding you guys. I was going through postpartum and you guys really helped me get through that. But now I got to ask, environmental services technician. Please tell me that's a real job and not like a sanitary technician thing where they just kind of invented a cool title for it.
I mean, even if it's even if it wasn't a super cool job, I mean, the fact she loves it, that's what matters.
I know, I'm just saying. I'm really curious about what it is because it's attached to a emergency room. So that was
lots of blood. Oh God.
Well then, okay, I know what it is. Then it's basically a janitor. I'm just kidding, Kangas.
God,
my wife's a nurse. I can say these things.
Oh my God. A fancy one. Oh my God. No, but I'm super happy for you, Kangas. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Green Arrow says it was a good year. Finally got my full-time job, and that made my whole year for me. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Really, I was doing full-time Mixer, and that was like the best thing. That was the best thing that happened for me in the earlier portion of this year, which I started full-time Mixer in December of last year, and then did that all the way through until November of this year, and picked up another full-time job with Tiny Build. And having dedicated work is such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling knowing that there's paychecks coming in. I didn't have to fully give this up, and not only did I not have to fully give this up, but I know that in the near future I'm actually going to be able to do more of this. So it's a really good feeling for me. So I'm in the same place as you, Green Arrow. So yeah.
Well, this whole show was just a shock to me, and the fact that it's doing as well as it is so I couldn't be more pleased with this. Is another thing from 2018. Now that you mention it, so
yeah. No, that's true. We did start in 2018. So, let's see. Evil Ham says I'm trying to find a local job that'll keep home every day so I can spend more time with my daughter. That's great, dude. I hope you find something that works perfect for you. I really do.
Let's see, really MD says best thing for me for 2018 was honestly PAX West, meeting my friends from the community made me so happy. I don't know what I could do, what could top it. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal if you meeting people that you either haven't seen for a while or basically you know them over the internet for a long time and then running them into public. The funny thing about that is that you get reality slaps you in the face because everything you envisioned about them is not true.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's so weird.
It's crazy. It's really weird. Like, I mean, all of you got to see Bad Frog for the first time here on Mixcast, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's not what I expected to see you as." But for me, like, everyone knows what I look like because you guys come here. But I don't know what you guys look like unless you post in Sharing is Caring, or if I get to see you at a convention. Sometimes I have an inkling of an idea because, for whatever reason, if you've taken a half selfie, like where you were with a group of people or something, right? And I have an idea, but until you see them in person, you never really know, right? So, Rogue Diamond wants to know when your big project is for Mixcast. Bad Frog.
As a matter of fact, I just wrote it today, and I just posted a link to Big 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
you can't read it right now, but it took me 3 hours to write up my summary, and I need to get with Big and set a date so everybody knows ahead of time when it's going to be, so I don't have to. It's not going to be a surprise to those people.
Sweet.
And as a matter of fact, Jade Fox should have a copy of it right now for her to go through.
Sweet.
So,
all right. So hopefully soon, maybe next week, Rogue Diamond. Let's see. Ayo says, in 2018, I reconnected with an old friend who eventually became my boyfriend. Made the dean's list in school and took a break from Mixer, which eventually brought me closer to everyone. You did take a break from Mixer. We missed you tremendously. And it wasn't even like a full break because you stopped in every once in a while, like I think you were gone for like 3-4 months, something like that. And you still managed to join in maybe once every 4 weeks, like about once a month, something like that. But yeah, we didn't get to see you very much at all. But having you back has seriously been tremendous. Like, amazing. Yeah. British keeps typing to Kagus and it keeps automatically just deleting your stuff. Let's see.
I got you, Rogue.
What happened?
Oh, she said that Jay's not feeling well and is asleep, but we'll see it later. So,
let's see. Janitor Jess is what you call yourself, Kangas? Oh my god, that's so funny.
So I said she wins chat tonight because that's just, I love it.
Twisted Chaser says, so the best thing for me in 2018 is the same as MD. Being able to fly out to Seattle was nothing short of a dream for me, and I never thought I would ever get the chance. Thanks to you and to this community, not only did I find that reason, but I also got to go to PAX and meet some amazing people and a new family. That literally, those feelings, like, that you have towards that family, like how appreciative you are and how that was the best moment of 2018 for you. Every single one of these people who have, or that you shared that connection with, also share that exact same feeling. All of these people who went to PAX for the first time are all saying, that was the best time I've ever had. And it truly is. That's what PAX does. How PAX managed to do that, I have no idea. It was the same thing for me when I went to PAX for the first time in 2012. And I haven't been able to not go. I've gone to every single PAX once since 2012. I've gone to PAX East, PAX South, E3, San Diego Comic-Con, Emerald City Comic-Con. I've gone to MegaCon. I've gone to SuperCon. Like, just so many. One of my dream ones is actually New York Comic-Con. So I want to go over to that one. That one's fantastic. It's in October. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to PAX East next year, and maybe I can get out of the house and at least make the party. I don't know if I can make PAX itself, but
PAX West, you mean?
yeah, PAX West.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we'll
We'll
see.
have to have you up here because we have to do a live episode of
Oh my God, that'd be a riot.
Mixcast. Because we can do an audience, like have 2 sets of cameras, one facing us with our normal thing, and where above you, instead of the logos, we can have everyone sitting down, you know?
Ah, yes,
Like, that would be super cool.
Yes, it would. That's some.
That'd be super cool. Let's see. Amberu, I'm just overly proud of Sparrow being born 10 weeks 2 days early. She showed so much strength in 2018. She only spent 36 days in the NICU, which is unheard of for how early she was. She also helped become a stronger. She also helped, I'm guessing that's supposed to be me, become a stronger person and a proud mom. I had no idea Sparrow was that early, Amberu. I honestly didn't know that at all. That's incredible. I'm super happy for you, and I'm super happy for Sparrow for being so strong throughout the whole year. But yeah, I don't really know what more to say on that, but that's fantastic. That's really awesome.
It does beg the question for me, of course, again, because my wife's a nurse. How early was she
10
to
weeks,
be
2 days.
in 10 weeks, 2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, I can catch the top of that. I'm sitting here looking at it.
Almost
That's
2
early.
months.
That's early.
No, wait.
Holy man.
Almost 3 months. 2.5 months early? That's insane. That's insane.
And because you've done it twice now, NICU is NICU. NICU is NICU.
Okay, I don't know hospital terms like that, so.
I only know it because my wife worked in NICU once, and she's also worked in prenatal or whatever the children's oncology is. So
Gotcha.
I get these terms beaten in my head. So
Gotcha. The only terms that I know was one of my previous girlfriends, her father was an OBGYN for Vanderbilt Hospital, like for Vanderbilt, like near the Vanderbilt campus. And yeah, and he was the on-call OBGYN, and I mean, he like literally he could get a call at any time and he'd have to go in and do his thing. So crazy job. So
well, Evil Ham says he technically finished his last class for his associates in applied science yesterday, which was technically still in 2018. So congratulations on that, Evil Ham.
Nice, dude. Nice.
That's a cool deal.
Hi, Judged. I'm doing well, man. How are you? Despite the pain and blisters on my feet, it was still a great time, said Twister. Yeah, no, it was. The pain is the PAX floor is painful after 4 days. 4 days, it's painful. Miss JG says, when my grandfather passed in 2017, I told myself I was going to do things that took me out of my comfort zone. So I did one family leadership series, which taught me about advocating for my son, and it changed my life. Can't wait to do more. What it taught you about advocating for your son? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'd love to know more about that. Amberu says she's our little warrior, 29 weeks, 5 days. That's awesome. That's awesome. She was born 2 pounds, 6.5 ounces. Oh my god.
What kind of services does he need, Miss JG? Sorry, I just wanted to let her type while you ask questions.
Oh, I understand now. Because I know her son.
So. See, I don't. So that would be why I'm in the dark.
That's like for her to share if she wants to. Yeah.
Oh no.
He needs time for testing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's super cool. I'm actually surprised that the school like never really reached out to you further for stuff like that, Miss JG, to see if because maybe not all parents know like all the different methods of performing further in assisting their children, because not everyone ever not everyone knows to be prepared for these things like that. If I ever, the only thing that I would ever be prepared for is if I had a kid that had asthma. I have asthma my whole life. I know everything there is to know when it goes to taking care of breathing. But like if I had a kid that had another type of disease, I'd have to do so much research into it, and you know, I'd take as much help from especially schools and stuff that have to deal with kids. I don't mean deal in a bad way, but deal with kids who have different sorts of issues. But yeah,
That's the thing. I think she kind of took that advocacy to kind of fight the school with is a little bit, because the schools don't know how to deal with those sort of children. I had some issues with my son when he went through school,
but that's what I'm
so
saying.
I'm kind of familiar with this. So you're more than fighting the school than you are being educated by the school.
But that seems bizarre to me. Like, schools are obviously dealing with children more than the average parent is.
The schools are not there to teach you. They're there to babysit your kids.
Man.
And they want it as easy as possible, because anything with special needs and that's outside the box, they want them put off at a special place and ignored. It's just the reality of this situation. I suspect Mrs. JG knows what I'm talking about. So that's what the kind of advocating for her son is she knows how to approach it and deal with it and make these people listen and teach him. So that's
insane.
It's not even the lowest common denominator, Halo. It's more like anything below the average they don't want to deal with when there's a reason there's an average. And the silliest thing about it is they don't want to deal with the top 5% either, because they're smarter than they are, and they don't want to deal with those people either. So
it's insane.
It just doesn't make sense. Our school system is a joke.
That's insane.
But I could go on forever about this one, and I'm not going to.
That's what Miss CG was just saying before. She literally just said something along that line. Lord, I could talk for an hour through the stuff that we went through. And our life is tame compared to others. No, it's crazy. That's crazy. There's so much stuff. I'm surprised. It's a horrible system. I'm surprised. I can't believe it. You would think that we'd want to help. Like, there's the whole thing, like, no kids left behind and stuff like that. Like, you would think that not only would the parents want their kids to be as successful as possible, but a school system, which is literally, let's make your kids succeed in knowledge, they would try to do that for every kid, know?
The problem, Big, is that schools are on an outcome-based system now, and I don't mean by they need one of people rising to the top. They're pushing them through like a factory.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I saw that in my school.
And what it boils down to is, like this No Child Left Behind, is you're bringing the common denominator further and further down the pile and trying to push the lower end through the system and ignoring the top end now. So we're not teaching our kids anything. It's just a revolving door system trying to push them grade to grade so they get their federal money for the next year. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I understand. Outside of like this whole, which we're not jumping into this, by the way, but the whole issue with our children's safety of sending them to school. But on top of that, like all of these systems in the school for teaching, I'm not surprised at all why all these parents are starting to do more homeschooling.
This is exactly why.
So that's crazy.
So anyway, back to our look back at 2018. Let's go back to good things from 2018, because I suspect between me and SJG, we could go for about 2 hours nonstop, no problem.
So, I'm sure a lot of people would be able to jump into that as well.
So,
but yeah, is there anything else that anyone would like to share for about their 2018? Any positives, things that you would like to do differently, this go around, or anything like that? I'd love to see if anyone has any more additions to that. Oh yeah, private schooling and all that stuff too, Halo Collector. Yeah.
don't get me started because I need to stop because I'll do a Elon Musk on big if you keep going at
Oh,
this
I'm
rate.
sure. The one little take that I'll put on that is even though my my college education was way too expensive, I went to a private school and I got like super direct attention from the teachers and the professors, and that was like really really awesome. So,
I'm not ignoring you, Miss JG, but I can't read it anymore because I'll just keep going on the same pathway. But that's going on the list along with Wales.
along with Wales.
Which I need to be doing my research on Wales. As a matter of fact, just so I don't forget it, let me go click on Mixcast and we'll slide up. Oops, that's too far. There we go.
That's funny.
Let's see. Controversies in gaming industry is at the bottom. We'll put school not so good. There.
All right. All good.
I'm good.
All right. All right. Let's actually just jump into the next one. Next one. Oh, here we go. Master DPM actually wanted to talk about his 2018. He said, I met you at E3, got Smash Bros, got a silver star at work, which means nothing besides morale boosting. That's about it. That doesn't matter, man. E3 1 is amazing that you got to go to, so that's awesome. 2, Smash Bros. You've probably been waiting for Smash Bros. For so long, and I'm happy for you, man. Happy for you. And morale boosting, whatever, like at least you're being credited at work. That's still cool. Because like you could be going to work and you never get credited. So that's true. Miss JG also won a Nintendo Switch and an Xbox in 2 different streams on Mixer.
I don't want to hear about it anymore. I haven't won anything. So
she won 2 $300 consoles.
Aren't we supposed to be drawing for the $50 today?
We are. I can actually do that. Instead of doing the code, we could do the drawing. We'll save the code for tomorrow. And we could do 2 codes for tomorrow when I have the thing up.
Okay.
All right, let's do be a nice frog, and maybe your luck will change.
It doesn't help me. Mead is where it works.
Is that what it is?
Well, I got to scare the thing that's picking the winner so it understands my seriousness.
Oh.
It's a theory. It doesn't work, but it's a theory.
I'm sorry to hear that, Halo Collector. Losing a pet is like the worst, man. It's the worst. It's the worst.
I don't know what I'd do without my little fuzzball I got sitting over there staring at me.
That's not chirping today.
He's not happy with me today.
You just said you don't know what you do without him, and he's not happy with you.
Well, I gave him a bath, and he really hates baths.
Okay.
He's been kind of grumpy all day about that. Huh.
All right, so let's jump into this one. NASA exploring robot. You wanna touch the topic of it first before we get into some details?
Basically, it's something, the concept they've come up with. The Europa, the moon of Jupiter, which is a huge moon. They're going to send they're thinking about sending a bot that will tunnel. How far did they say? It will tunnel into the crust of Europa looking for signs of life instead of what Mars probes are doing, which is only digging in a couple of inches.
Except for the new one. The new one is going to go much further than a couple inches.
Because they estimate the thickness of the ice shell on Europa is 1.2 and 18.6 miles. Yeah. So if that tells you anything, they're going to have to do some serious drilling. but it's
So,
going to be a lot more than what they're doing on Mars.
so
But
yeah,
it's a kind of little cool Mars or a NASA story that I always like to find these because they interest me, and I know Big has a big interest in space.
they
So
do. Well, so the big thing of it is oh, this is
even at the speed of light, the
never
trip
mind.
takes 40
I thought
years.
this video was going to be through an actual scientific documentary, but it's not. But yeah, like, so they're wanting to send this robot to Europa because Europa is the highest chance of retrieving water from a different planet, a different place other than Earth. It's the highest chance we have. So they don't. I'm thinking they don't want to use explosives because it's too dangerous to get it to the planet. I'm just gonna call it planet because it's a moon.
it's
But
the size of a planet.
to get it to a different mass outside of Earth, it's too dangerous. And too and I mean dangerous. Not only getting it off of our planet, but like when we need to land it on the next planet, the last thing we want to do is just shoot it at the planet and then just blow it up, right?
That, and you can't control explosives as well as you think you can, and especially at a surface you can't even test first. So
yeah, it can be tough having a robot detonate an explosive and having it do it at a precise matter. Moist, thank you to follow. So yeah, the idea of it is we're wanting to send a robot to drill into the planet because Europa is the ice moon of Jupiter. Now this
they want to
has
try and find the ocean is what they're looking for underneath that ice cap. So
right. The ice is potentially 1.2 to 18.6 meter or miles thick, like what Bad Frog said, but the problem is we have because that's such a big range, we're gonna have to make sure that one, this has enough energy to make it that far, that once it's that far into the planet that we're capable of one even retrieving it, because we could just lose it once it gets that deep into the planet. And two, if it does hit water, is it water? We have to know if it's water, because we never know what we're running into. Just because it's a liquid doesn't mean it's water. We really don't know much off of Earth, right? We've studied our moon, and we have moon rocks, and we have stuff from Mars, but mineral material could be questionable. Finding new elements, right? So
in our scientific thinking, we think water means life because that's as far as we can think, because we think all life needs water. There could be a different set that doesn't, but at this point, water means life. So they're always looking for water. They're looking for water on Mars. So
and potentially even under the ice, because we have in the Arctic under miles of ice here on Earth. There are animals underneath that ice, and who knows? Maybe on a planet like Europa, there could be animals underneath this ice, and they don't need to come to the surface. There could be a whole civilization of life under this, and this is far stretched. However, knowing that we can find some other place outside of Earth to find water is always beneficial, because if we can get to Mars and we create Mars as a new home for humanity, moving from Mars to Jupiter is a much closer step than it is from Earth to Jupiter. So we save a bit of time. But so yeah, this article is just more, it's very short. It's NASA scientists think that they've come up with a creative way to be able to send a robot to Jupiter or to Europa and they know a way for, or they have an idea of a way to get this bot to drill into the moon. So we'll see. You know,
But yeah, it's always, I love these little sciencey things that they're just it's unbelievable how far technology has come in, and people my age, and I'm not saying that just because I'm my age, but people my age can realize the amount of technological change that has happened in the last 40 years. It's truly stunning.
it is.
It's nothing like, in the last 20 years there's been change, but nothing like the last 40 years.
Yeah.
To have gone from more, when I was a kid, we had rotary dial phones, still had black and white TVs. We had 4 channels. To what this is amazing technology we have from just that time. It's amazing how fast we've come.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty crazy to see like us being able, or like barely being able to see how far we can push electricity in our own devices, and now we're manipulating things on different planets. You know, that's
exactly.
It's pretty incredible. You know, like just, you know, transferring energy from, like, creating energy, putting it into batteries and manipulating that, and now we've extended that reach to drilling 15 feet into the surface of Mars. You know,
And to have gotten there, they sent 2 rockets across space for months and landed within feet of their designated spot. It's just unreal when you think about the overwhelming math it took just to do that in the first place.
It is pretty cool, and I'm glad you used the term math, because that's simply what it is.
It is all math.
It's the science it takes to get off of the planet. However, the calculation of math to determine the bot has to be going this fast at this point at this time to land here. And that's amazing. It's amazing that we're capable of calculating something like that, especially because, like, how do you precisely know the exact amount of the exact different distance to Mars, right? Like, you know, like, you can calculate, oh, it's this many miles, right? But a mile is big.
It's all moving, though.
You know,
that's the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
Everything is revolving, and the planet is turning too.
Yeah.
So not only are you revolving around a big area around the sun, the planet itself is rotating on its own axis. So you have 2 points of movement you have to account for, plus the gravity of things. It's just it's mind-boggling.
You got to think of it. It's not just 2 points of movement, because not only are you leaving our planet, but you're landing on a different planet. So that has 2 more sets of movement, its own set of gravity, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Plus, you got to think, like, they track all of these asteroids that are flying through our solar system, right? So they know, like, something could be coming in through this path, passing through, you know? And that's stuff that you have to be aware of.
British chairs. Did you hear an update on the hole in the International Space Station?
It's gonna take
Russian capsule. I have not, and I'm looking for it, because that story was kind of interesting. But I'm waiting to see what they say.
I think they said it's gonna take 6 weeks for the robot to unpackage itself. So we still got some time. It takes about 6 weeks for it to fully unpackage safely, and then because it has to get to the drilling spot if it's not already there. And unpackage itself, get ready to drill, and then they might do something beforehand, whether it's like collecting along that line.
That, and it has to travel when it's got sunlight, really, to keep it.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're not talking about the rover we just sent to Mars.
No, British Chairs is talking about the space station with the pinhole in it.
Oh, we actually didn't even end up talking about that because,
it was just too small.
Yeah, it was a very short article. Basically, it was an article. There was a pinhole in the Russian capsule of the International Space Station.
It was pretty clearly a drill hole, but
Okay, yeah, not
I think it was a
hidden.
manufactured defect. I don't think anybody in their right mind went to the space station up there, popped a hole in there while they were there.
Yeah, not a
Oh my
pinhole.
God.
It was a drill. It looks to be the size of a drill bit, but the question is, how did it get there? So, yeah,
So.
there is a chip showing on the outside. Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures of it, but because the article is so like, it's just a bunch of questions. There's not much to be able to talk on. Like, literally, all of what we just said is basically all the information.
Yep, that
So,
was it. You just got all the information we knew.
there wasn't enough for us to have it as a full topic. So, but if they were to find out more information, we planned on sharing it. So, but yeah, so we wanted to share the NASA exploring robot for Europa because that looked super interesting. So, last topic of the day. Actually, before we get into the last topic, we're going to pull the winner of the player.gg contest for the $50 Xbox gift card. We're going to do it live right here on the stream so you guys can see that we didn't pull multiple winners. We are just choosing the first person. That person will have a week to contact us. Afterwards, we will tag them in Discord as well, and probably post it on Twitter. We just have to be careful with if it shows their full contact name. We don't want to put that stuff out on the internet.
So that wouldn't be nice.
Yeah, we're gonna pull the winner. I'm just getting it uploaded here.
While he's doing that, an interesting fact is I was making codes for the month. If we stay on schedule and don't lose any days, our 50th episode will fall on January 30th.
Will it? Oh, that's funny. I won't be here Friday. Letting you know that I won't be here Friday. We will have to make up Friday. I'm going snowboarding.
And how long are we going snowboarding?
I'm going snowboarding Friday and Saturday. So
we'll just have to make it up Sunday.
Yeah.
Quit messing with my show.
we had it planned last month to go snowboarding, but we never knew if it was confirmed until this week. And then I was like, oh no, Sunday is my 1-year partner anniversary, so I have to make sure I'm back for Sunday. So, going snowboarding Friday night, going snowboarding Saturday all day, driving back Saturday night, and Sunday is my 1-year anniversary for Mixer. So, there might be a snowboard stream. I'm gonna see if I can stream from the top of, it's the mountain right next to Mount Rainier. So, I'm gonna see if I can do that. That would be so cool. Yeah, we're gonna see. All right, so let's do this. I'm excited to pull the winner. I hope it's one of our regulars here. I really do.
I only eat yellow snow, judged. Just the yellow stuff.
You would eat the snow? No. I'm a good snowboarder. All right.
I like the yellow. It's lemon flavored.
So here's the stream. You can see us live right here, up in the top right. You want to wave, Bad Frog? See, we're waving. See, we're live.
Howdy.
Snowboard. I don't ski. I snowboard. So yeah. At the top, this is my personal login, so I can edit the page. So we'll go to dashboard, and there's a big draw winners button right here. It says draw winners. And before we get to that, we're going to read some statistics. 24,500 entries were made.
Holy cow!
So, granted, there were a bunch of entries. Each giveaway were 10 entries each. And then the only ones that were boosted to 20 were retweeting the main tweet that was advertising it. And I think that was it, actually. I think that was the main one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, and the refer a friend was plus 20. So if you managed to refer a friend, which 74 people did, that was actually quite a success. 74 people shared Mixcast with their friend. So that's actually pretty cool. It shows how many people did the daily codes. So the regulars definitely got it. Yeah. Let's see. What other ones? 270 unique people participated in the Mixcast giveaway.
How many unique people?
270.
Holy man.
Yeah. Let's see. 2.2K or 2.2 thousand people participated across social media for the Mixcast giveaway, and this page was viewed 923 times. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I like that 270 people entered. That's a good sign.
Yeah. And each month we can actually track this number, so I can track to see if that's an improvement from the last month or not.
So, that's good information.
We're going to press this big draw winners button. It's going to have a big pop-up that says...
It better not be Dog God.
If it's Dog God, that would be amazing. Here we go. Dude, if I win...
Are you going to spend it this time, or are you going to save it?
In 3, 2, 1. Pop-up! I told you there was going to be a pop-up. Please notify the winners. And the winner is... Trix War Eagle. I don't know Trix War Eagle. I'm going to actually hide this because it's going to show their personal information. I actually have seen this person in our chat before. So, not a complete stranger. Not a regular, but not a complete stranger. If they don't respond,
to being a strangler, not stranger. God, English is not good for us tonight.
If they do not respond within a week, I'm literally pressing email user right now. There we go. Notification sent. If they don't respond within a week, then we will choose a new winner. So, yeah. There's a lot of people, Wonder Boy. It's a lot of people. All right. New Year's resolution. Let's hear it. What was everyone's New Year resolution? You gotta have one. I don't care if you say I don't have one. Make one now. Bad Frog, resolution, go.
Mine was to ease up my workload here a little bit, and
so you already finished your resolution?
I've already finished my resolution.
Oh my god. New resolution, go.
Well, I got to tell you, because I had a thought of the day about this, and it was the fact that people make these ridiculous resolutions every year that they know are not fulfillable, and they set them up for themselves up for failure to start with right away. So I've decided to go easy.
So this year you're starting with a resolution that you completed day 1.
Exactly. So I've completed my resolution for the year. I'm good.
You remind me of The Office. When everyone had to create their resolutions, and Kevin's was to eat more vegetables. He said that he's already on par with his last year's resolution because last year he ate 0 vegetables. So then Michael shoved a broccoli into his mouth. And then he spit it up everywhere.
Okay, I got it. I got one. It's to somehow convince myself I'm not going to die if I go to PAX West. How's that?
For that one, it's just taking it easy, man. It's just taking it easy.
Yeah,
actually,
I know it's all good in words in my head that make sense until I get in the truck. Then it just doesn't make sense anymore. I want to go back home.
Okay.
So.
Actually, for Tiny Build, I did something similar for this. I actually forgot that this was going to be our Mixcast topic today. For Tiny Build, I did one. It was, what is your 2019 gaming resolution? We don't want to hear none of this I'm going to the gym nonsense. So, and then I put this.
Oh, so you got my answer to that today then. Because I responded to that tweet.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'm going back and commenting on all of them later. Someone, when I came back to my computer, this was already still on my screen, and I looked at it and I was like, wow. Someone commented literally in the same capitalization that I put right here. I'm going to the gym. Someone commented and said, I am going to the gym. I was like, great. So yeah, we want to hear it. What's your resolutions? What's your resolutions? And don't tell me I'm going to the gym. I'll go to the gym on The Sims. All right, let's hear it. Bearded is gonna grow more beard. Great. You already finished that too, technically.
Hey, that's a good resolution. I like that one. I'm taking it. I'm going to grow more beard.
MD is gonna start up school again and be more active. That's actually great, dude. I'm glad to hear that. I'd say definitely just grab your double A and then figure out from there what you want to do. In this day and age, getting a college degree is on or off. You don't need it in this industry, but having a double A will get you a job basically anywhere if you can show that you have the skills. But it depends on where you want to go, right? You're going to be some sort of rocket scientist. You probably need something more than your double A.
I found it.
Uh-oh.
Here's my response to you. To have Big Hungry 2X keep playing these awesome games online. I can't play, but they're hugely entertaining to watch him play. And in brackets, you may know him as Keith.
So, I'm going to show you above Bad Frog right now. What is your 2019 gaming resolutions? We don't want to hear none of this I am going to the gym nonsense. If I scroll down, look, it's Bad Frogs. Literally at the top.
Come on. Yeah. You expected me to resist that? It was just like a big target said, please hit me. So
yeah, no, I run the Twitter account, so
and that's what made it even funnier.
Let's see. Evil Ham says he's gonna find some of those six-pack abs that have eluded him for the last 34 years. Is that your actual goal for the year, to try to get a six-pack? And not of, like, a beer. Actually, I saw a really cool thing on Reddit last night. For New Year's Eve party. He called it New Beer's Eve. New Beer's Eve. Every six-pack that this guy got throughout the entire year, he took one, put it on a shelf, and then left it there for the New Beer's Eve party. And for the time of the party, he had like 200 beers, and they were all different brands and all different brands, all different types of beer. It was actually really cool. There was only like several duplicates. It was really cool. I want to go to that party. I know, so did I.
Amberoo's got a good one. Mine is to be a better version of myself. I am very hard on myself and want to share my positivity that I spread to others with myself as well. I get you. That's really hard to do sometimes. I am my worst critic.
Yeah. Like, being a critic of yourself is way too easy. So,
especially for me. Look at this. Seriously.
But yeah, being less hard on yourself is definitely a harder task to do. So that'll be a little bit of a struggle. But I think with Sparrow helping you out, I think you might see a little bit less critique. You just got to make sure, if throughout the year, like, Sparrow might get hurt or Sparrow might get sick and it's not your fault, things along that line. You don't want to be hard on yourself like that, because look at your life. You get hurt, you get sick, right? So you just gotta go along with it, go along with things in life. And you can't always be, downing yourself over them. And that's actually how I go along with life. Outside of the stream, you might see me cry a couple times on stream, like yesterday and Memorial Day and stuff like that, right? But outside of this, I'm actually not a huge emotional person. I don't I generally only get emotional during like movies or something like that, or shows. I'm not a huge emotional person outside of like entertaining, and I never let things affect me. I go through life and I make judgment calls on things that I need to do or things that I don't need to do, and if they don't go the way that I wanted them to, I look back at it and I say to myself, okay, and that's it. You know, and then I go to either fix it, progress further with it, and I think that actually helps me a lot mentally, because I never really think that things have gone too wrong to the point where my life is now messed up because of it. I think that actually helps me a lot. I think it helps me a lot that I don't get emotional over different things. So, yeah, just a little personal information on something that you're talking about for your New Year's resolution. So, I don't know if it helps at all. I just wanted to put my own little tidbit into that. So,
let's see. Green Arrow has two things: getting an apartment for me and my girlfriend sometime this year,
ooh,
and some self-promotion. Green Arrow. Self-promotion is just not nice. I'm just kidding. He wants to.
I was gonna say, I was like, that doesn't sound like self-promotion at all.
He just wants to try to stream consistently and stick with it.
Oh my god! I went back to read it. I was like, Green Arrow self-promoted?
I couldn't resist. It was also
no.
serious.
Stream consistently and stick with it. No, that's great, dude. If you need any help, or any suggestions or opinions, you know I'm here. You got Discord. My general chat is open for anyone who ever wants any information. We got you, man. We got you.
I love to give my opinion. You just may not like it very much.
I was gonna say, you don't want Bad Frog's opinion. Legend says, mine is hoping find a tech job and place to live, and then find a girl before I turn 30 years old. Are you turning 30 years old this New Year's? Like, are you turning 30 years old this year? Legend? Because that's a whole lot of New Year's resolution, especially if it's consistent of or containing multiple years worth of stuff. This is like 1 year. But yeah, finding a tech job, man, put some grind into that, you know, always search, always apply. When I was trying to get my job at Xbox, I had applied to over 300 jobs before I got that job. So, it's a grind. So,
I'm gonna have to call in my wife for this one for British Chairs. Hey, Lynn, come here, and we're on teen. So, British Chairs says more volunteering work than last year, and an occasionally massage too for good measure. And why is that a good idea to have an occasional massage?
Because it makes you feel good and it makes you feel relaxed and it keeps you from snapping your husband's head off and slapping him.
And there you go.
Okay. All right. And slapping him. I like it though. No, getting massage. I actually. There's the clap. But yeah, getting a massage is fantastic. My roommate actually goes to get massages because he has back problems, but muscular and tissue. So he likes getting massages to help out with that. I used to see a chiropractor because I enjoy the feeling of my joints being looser. And yeah, it's enjoying. It's enjoyable. And you always feel relaxed. Unless you go to like a bad masseuse or something. But you're like generally like you've looked up, you know, ratings and to see if these people have medical degrees of any kind or anything along that line. But yeah, it's usually those end up helping you a lot. So that's a good one. I like that one.
There's certain massage places you want to avoid because they're not supposed to give massages. Just saying.
Uh,
I mean, unless you really want a happy ending, but that's completely.
oh my god! And Master DPM said, "Spend less money, get another job, look better, and play video games more." What do you want to get another job doing, Master DPM? What would you like to do as another career? And spend less money. That's a good one. That's a hard one to do. That's a hard one to do. I spent too much money on bills this month, and it's only January 1st, and I spent too much money on bills.
I got to congratulate Big on his ability to not only keep a straight face, but dive right off the side and avoid that one. Rogue Diamond says, I tell Jade all the time, nobody is perfect, and negativity is infectious. You're beautiful inside and out. That's one it's tough to believe sometimes, but it helps somebody telling you that all the time. It is tough to believe, though.
Let's see. Evil Ham says, I'm not out of shape by any means. I can't seem to find my six-pack. Maybe because I drink too many apple juices and flavored waters. That might be a little bit of an issue. I never thought of you as like overweight or anything like that, because I know how active and how busy of a person you are, and I just can't imagine if you were out of shape to be able to do as much as you do. So, but yeah, getting that six-pack is tough, and keeping it is not an easy task as well.
That's just too much work. Too much work.
Too much work. Rogue Demon says, I tell Jade all the time. Oh wait, is that what you just? Yeah, that's what you just read.
Yep.
Let's see.
There's a string of them laughing at me, and then
I just passed all that. Oh my god, Judge, no.
I ignored that one too, as much as I wanted to, but.
Darth said, this year I'm trying to pay off all of my debt so I can save about 90% of my income per month. I would love to add to that. I am trying to figure out before the end of today whether to make myself debt free or not on January 1st. I'm trying to figure out whether I should do it, because I'll spit out numbers because I don't care. I have $6,500 in my spending, and I've spent so far I spent $1,000 on one credit card. I had, by the way, at the start of this year, about $10,000 in credit card bills. So, believe me, I've suffered through that. And
you're an amateur.
And I've gotten out of it. I'm done with credit cards. So yeah, I put $1,000 on a credit card. I have $1,000 left on that one. I paid $250 on a credit card and got rid of that one. That one's gone now. I paid $266 on my car, and then I was like, well, there's only $1,100 left. So then I paid the $1,100. So currently I'm at $2,500 on 2 bills. Then I paid my rent and all of the stuff included on that, which brings me up to another $1,000. So I'm currently at $3,500 of my $6,500.
Okay, I got a question. A couple of questions for you, Big.
Yeah.
What is your monthly cost to get by?
So for bills and stuff?
Yeah, for bills and stuff. Food, bills, rent, everything. What is a month's worth of bills?
It's usually about $1,750 or less.
Okay.
But I play the safe route and say $2,000.
Okay, take $2,000 of whatever you got left right now and make that untouchable.
Well, yeah, so...
And then take the rest and pay off your debts.
If I paid the last $1,000 on my credit card, I'd still have over $2,000 left.
then that's what I would do. I mean, that's the smart decision. Now, do not cancel said credit cards.
Oh, no, I know. Believe me,
Because
I
it
have
will
like 10.
screw your credit rating all to heck.
I have like 10. I know.
Because I did that. I paid off a bunch of credit cards and discontinued them, and my credit rating dropped by 100 points.
Yeah, no, I have like a stack of cards.
Mad. But yep,
I might do it. I may pay that last 1,000. I might do it tonight, and I'll be debt free except for my student loans. My student loans, I have about 200,000 to go.
I was gonna say, what are you like 140, 150?
No. Private college cost me about $350,000, so it was a lot. So yeah, I'm like at about 200,000. My mom covered a half on her own, so she is a very genuine person. And I intend to pay her on that later on in life when she needs help with money, and I can do that for her. So, but right now, I have to get myself out of this hole. So, but yeah, I was thinking about doing it. Paying off that 1,000, and I'll literally be debt free except for my student loans, who I've also ignored for the last 2 years, and they're not happy with me. They call me every single day at 10 a.m. Every single day at 10 a.m. I know to ignore my phone at 10 a.m. What's up, Swayze? My resolution is really going to be tough for me. I'm debating on whether to say it or not. Is it completable? Or is it too far of a stretch that you most likely won't do it?
My resolution for Twister is that he gets a chance to ride in that thing that goes into the middle of a tornado and anchors
those
itself.
tanks.
It anchors itself and takes high-def pictures from the inside of a tornado.
Oh my god.
That's my New Year's resolution for Twister, to be able to do that this year.
Wait, hold on. Swayze, your rent alone is $2,650. Oh my god,
that's cheap change. Mine's $3,000 a month.
No
for
way,
800 square
really?
feet.
For how much?
800 square feet.
800 square feet, $3,000 a month.
Yep.
What? Why do you live where you live? Get out.
Because the military sent us here.
The military should be paying for the whole thing.
We do get reimbursed quite nicely, but I'm just saying my rent's $3,000 a month for 800 square feet.
That's stupid.
And you wonder why people can't afford to live in California and piss and moan.
I know it's California. Yeah, no, I knew you were in California, and I know it's expensive because I looked into like San Diego and San Francisco pricing, because there was an opportunity before when I was still in the military to move to San Francisco, and I ended up passing on it because it just wasn't what I wanted to do. But man, that's I like God.
Yeah, we only got a small increase this year, $120 a month. Small increase.
Mortgage is $950, 5.5 acres, live in large. Oh my god. That's a lot. Holy cow. Military pays, but it's money taken out of my check. Okay. Oh my god. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's why I really need to have to take this off, because, I could use some extra money to blow on things. I don't have enough money to blow on things. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, so like Darth saying that he wants to save 90% of his income. That's what my goal was, to pay off my debt, was to be able to save more of my income. So like now that my car is paid off, yeah, I paid $1,300 on my car this month, but I saved $266 a month now. And I will be getting the Tesla. I don't know if it will be exactly March or if it'll be later in the year, because it's still pre-order and I'm waiting in line, right? So I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but at least I know for the next months until I get it, I save $266 a month. So,
Well, there you go.
Oh, you're in Hawaii, Swayze. Oh, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. Man, we're at 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. And we pay $24.50 approximately. So we're doing all right. We live in a fairly cheaper side of Seattle. You need more yard? We have decent yard. So
That's going to change when you move, though, isn't it?
actually, we're looking at places bigger than what we have for less than $100 more. So
Really?
yeah, and we're gonna be
we're gonna be to Seattle, the worse it would be.
It is, but we're looking into smart options. So, yeah, yeah, I'm excited, and it's gonna be like 45 minutes south, like much closer to the city. I'm pumped. Let's see.
Halo, I thought about going to tiny home, but I like my stuff too much.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be downsizing a bunch of stuff. I've come to the realization that I don't need as much stuff. I want a little display area for some of the stuff I really cherish, but that's about it. So, and my cooking. I like my cooking stuff. British Chair says, Big, here's the thing. Ask yourself how long would you have to sit in the dark hours to pay for what you want. It gets real fast. Changes what you think you need.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I have to go without internet, British Chairs? I'm just checking, because if I got to go without internet, you're talking about like 5-10 seconds. That's about how long I could go. The internet is my life. It's my world. It's what I see that I don't want to see outside.
Big, you need a place with a finished basement. We were looking in. Surprisingly enough, though, finding finished basements in Seattle is not easy. It is not easy to find finished basements in Seattle. That's actually my dream house has a finished basement. I would love a finished basement. So, practically non-existent. They're so hard to find. Although I might do some searches just to see, like on Zillow and stuff, like what places actually have only finished basement houses, just to see like what is out there. Corner stream area for you and Cassie.
Holy cow!
The only problem with doing that, Miss JG, is noise. So I'm a loud streamer. She's a loud streamer. We could literally never stream at the same time. Not only that, but when you have a streamer that's yelling, it's really not enjoyable to even be in the same room, because you can't focus on, like, if you're trying to watch TV or something, if you're forced to wear headsets, it's not the best. Even if we are quiet, mics are so sensitive as well. That's true, but there's still, like, you're going to be quiet and then you're going to yell. And then you're going to be quiet and you're going to yell. It just won't work. It's so hard to do it.
Okay, you're so wrong about that, Big, because I watch both of you, and I have this unique position that I get in your Discord and talk to you before the show, and I can still hear her. You're kind of loud. She's really loud. Nothing against you, Cassie. I'm just saying there's a difference. Okay, we got a long one from Twister. I think you should handle that.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that one here in a second. Kega says half of ours is finished. The other half is our 2-car garage. Half of ours is finished, meaning half of our finished basement. Oh, cool. Streamer screamer. The streamer. I've heard Cassie over the mic for over a year. Oh yeah. All right, Twister. My resolution for 2019 is to get a grip on this anxiety and depression that I've had, that I have secretly that I have been secretly dealing with for the past couple of years. It has really kicked in over the past 6 months, though. A portion of this is due to family matters, but a majority of this is just me looking ahead and having way too much anxiety of what's to come. I noticed that I am losing interest in playing games, not being very active in this or any other community, becoming irritated easily, and being an emotional eater. I'm going to be seeking professional help with it because it is hard for me to talk about it even with my own family and close friends. Professional help sounds like a fantastic thing, Twister. It's if it's something that you can afford, and if you're having trouble talking to people without having, or that you don't have to pay, like professional, you have to pay, right? But if you're having trouble talking to family, friends, and if you ever do get a chance to talk to your family and friends, but they're just not doing what you think that the professional can do, get it, as long as you can afford it, because it is expensive.
If you can afford it, get professional help.
Right.
Your friends and family are too close to the situation. You would almost be better off with a complete stranger than trying to get your
I 100% agree with that. Complete stranger is a very good thing. So
I went through it all through last year. I'm still going through it highly. I hide a lot of that here, although I'm pretty open about some of the problems I have, but I have the ability to hide it so it's not so apparent. But I struggle every day. I have the show, I have Mixer, and it's the only thing that really keeps me in contact with the world, because I really don't want to be a lot of days.
Yeah.
But without professional help, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am right now. I'd be on the couch.
Yeah. Bad Frog is definitely a good person to talk to when it comes to that, because he's been very open about sharing his need for the professional help, and not that like he's bragging about it in any sense, but the fact that like this stuff helps, and he's happy to share that stuff helps.
Yeah. I'll do anything I can for you, but I'm not the solution.
Yeah.
You can blow up my DMs all you want, talk as much as I can, but I am not the solution. It takes a professional.
Yeah. But yeah, the other part of it is you said you're looking ahead and just having too much anxiety of what's to come. Some of that is along the line of, you just and I'm not going to be the professional that tells you this and let them tell you, but a lot of it for me to prevent that stuff from happening is I don't look to see what's ahead. For me, when my grandmother was passing away, we all knew she was dying, and people were having really bad anxiety attacks and depression taking over. And for me, it's like, I don't need that stuff like before it happens, during it happening, and after it happening. For me, I know it's going to happen. I don't need to worry about it until it happens. And that helped me a lot. But like I said, I have a lot of capability of controlling my emotion and not having emotions to things until those things happen. I'm very, very capable of doing things along that line.
Man, I hate to hear that, Twister. One thing you did, I'm going to go back up here because I had a point on one thing you said.
So the only thing on that, Miss JG, is that it's ahead. Not that I never prepare myself, though, because that I plan things and I prepare things, but in more of a statistic manner. So if I know, okay, February is going to be a really hard bill month, I'll prepare myself with that, and I'll say to myself, okay, that means I'm not going to be able to enjoy this stuff this month. And that's about as deep as I get into it. But like emotionally, I don't get emotionally involved into things too far until something is needed to have that, because I don't have it. I know that a lot of what causes anxiety is overthinking and over worrying about things. so I don't do it. But I am like lucky that I'm capable of doing that because a lot of people aren't. So,
well, I'm gonna step on that a little bit, Twister. I'll give you an example in my life what happens to me, and here, as soon as we move, I become fixated on moving again and how I'm going to get everything packed up again and how I'm going to get everything from the next place again. And I get so fixated on it, I cannot function. And it got so bad this time that I would pace 9 to 10 hours a day, all day long. And that's all I could think about was how I was going to get all this stuff moved the next time we moved. And we just moved here. And I couldn't stop it. It was an occurring thought you can't stop over and over. Part of the problem is I have OCD, so that feeds into it. And it just never goes away. It's over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then it feeds into your anxiety and it makes it worse. And then it just starts to make you sick. So I get it. It's an impossible loop you can't get out of sometimes, which is where some of the professional help helps because they give you ways to change your thinking and to get yourself to track off of that a little bit. And for me, it's as simple as sticking a piece of ice on my forehead sometimes. And which was one of the tricks she taught me, is just that sudden cold from the ice on my forehead would make my brain stop. And I would think, and then I could get off of it. But it's different from everybody. I can't tell you how much if you can afford it, you need to find a professional. Even if it's once a month, it'll change your thinking in a way that you never thought you could think. It really is helpful as long as you find the right person. You don't want one that blows smoke up your ass, and you don't want one that tries to tell you to change the way you are. That you need to find one that tries to give you tools so you can stay who you are, but the tools help you to not be so unbalanced. Holy crap! I didn't mean to take up that much, but
no, you're good. You're good.
That's my thing. I am passionate about this subject.
Yeah.
So
he has a whole thing he's going to be going in on this about Twister. So it definitely is something that he cares about, and you might gain some knowledge out of it when he does his session. So, but yeah, a lot of people hate moving. I'm actually one of the few that don't mind moving at all. In my 3.5 years of college, I moved 9 times. So I don't have a problem moving. For me, it's as simple as putting things in boxes, labeling the box, putting in the next room, and I'm done. I actually enjoy unboxing things because it feels like I'm receiving something new again, and I get to find a place for it. So I don't have a problem moving. And I understand why people do have problems moving. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of I feel that a lot of moving is a lot of overthinking, which is definitely a tough thing to overcome. So there's a lot of trying to just ease your way through things that that comes out of like learning to overcome this anxiety. So Cassie said she gets so crazy lol emotionally, being uprooted from my nest, feeling overwhelmed, moving all the things, finding new places for them, anxiety of what the next place is gonna bring me. I completely understand. Yeah. She definitely has her struggles going through moving, and yeah, she shares that with a lot of people. So
I want to screenshot this and post it all the time. It just says, Miss Merciless, I agree with Bad Frog. That's all I want to have.
There's a lot of people who struggle through that. But yeah, a lot of it is having either someone that you can go through it with, or having an unbiased person who's capable of helping you with your issues on a professional level. So, what's up, Suave Hercules?
And if Twister's screen froze for 5 minutes, so he missed a bunch of what we were talking about.
Yeah,
But if you
it'll
did
go up.
miss it, just so you know, my DMs are always open. I can't help you, but I can listen. But I'm not the answer. So, but you feel free to DM me all you want. So my door's always open. But that was it.
That says he likes moving. He can pack up and move in a heartbeat if it comes down to it. If I get a better opportunity somewhere else, I'll move. I'm literally the same way, man. I don't mind moving at all. And that's why like I'm moving towards Seattle is not only one because it's like it'll literally save an hour from my commute on worse traffic days. And on regular traffic days, like there's always traffic in Seattle, but when days where it's not terrible, it'll save a minimum of 30 minutes no matter what. But the other part of it too is that I just get to live closer to the city. I get to live closer to nightlife. I get to live closer to civilization because where I currently live, you know, we get 3 options. There's a local pinball arcade, which has the same pinball games all the time, and literally you just go do the same thing over and over. Which is only like 10 machines, by the way. There's movie theaters, and there's restaurants. And I just like, you know, I want to be able to hang out with more friends, or I want to be able to go to like I don't even watch football and I don't watch soccer, and I only enjoy baseball if I get to go in person. But I have friends who get free tickets to go to see the Sounders or go to like I would go see baseball games, or concerts aren't an hour to 2 hours away. You know, like that's the hard part for me is that if I ever want to go to something, I have to travel a minimum of 1 hour to get there. And I don't like that. I like having it closer to a maximum of 1 hour to get there. So that's the other benefit for me, which is why I'm very excited to move more south. So let's see. British Show says, I love the strength, honesty, and courage of each of you are showing. You're helping each of us greatly. And, you know, that's it's not why we're here, but we're very happy to do our part. The goal of Mixcast is to provide information, to provide a talk show, and to help out in any way that we can. And generally that part doesn't happen a lot. But in circumstances like this, you know, we're very happy to do stuff like this. So
absolutely, it was never meant to be a show about games. It was supposed to be more rounded. Of course, we're going to center it around the gaming industry because we're on gaming, but we try to get outside of that a little bit with tech stuff and that dude that makes electric cars and but if any of these subjects, if you want to talk about them, drop them in the Discord.
Yeah.
They don't have to be if tech related or game related. If you think it's of interest and other people think it is too, we'll have it on.
Yeah,
it's just a little research for me, and I'm ready. So
yeah. Yeah, Rogue and Kevin and Halo Collector bring up good points too. Moving is just physically tiring, especially if you have an autoimmune disease. It's very painful to move. Halo Collector says he hates moving because things get damaged. But he does like having a new place to decorate. It's a blank canvas. So there's pros and cons to each. And yeah, I mean, especially if you have difficulties with things, it makes it a lot harder to do things along that line. So
now I'm definitely looking forward to the day that I can not have to move again, because moving every 3 years is stressful enough. But on top of physical and mental problems I have, it's getting worse every time we move. So
Yeah.
I need a permanent place I can park my butt that I know is going to be there for the next 10 years. So
Yeah. OG, this is a podcast here on Mixer where we talk about usually stuff within the tech industry, whether it's video gaming, robots, space, cars, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's somewhat related to tech, we talk about that stuff. We do a bunch of giveaways. We do this every night, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, we're here all the time. Darth hates driving an hour to go to a concert. It's minimum an hour for me, and I hate that. I hate that every trip I want to make for something that's an entertainment purpose, that's not movies or dinner, is an hour. It's just... It was okay when we were saving a lot of money because we both, or I was not bringing in a ton of money, but now with my new job and stuff, and I can afford to live in a place that is actually going to end up being around the same cost. I'm very, very happy to be moving closer to just save time, because time is literally life. So it's saving portions of my life, and that's what I enjoy. Tesla equals cure. It will be for me. It will be for me. No more gas. I'm so excited for that. So excited. No more having to repair my car. Cars just, even if you can't make it to the repair shop, they send the repair shop to your car. They have repair vehicles that repair your car. And when I say repair, it's not like... It would be the equivalent to oil change. They literally send their car out to see if you have any computer updates that need to be done. Or whatever. Make sure your wipers are working properly. Like simple stuff, because there's no mechanics in it. So, Rogue says, now that I have a job, I can afford to get insurance, so I actually will have coverage for 2019. So this year, my goal is to get the help that I've been needing since I was laid off. I can also afford my more than 12 medications without either going without having to pay. So I can afford my more than 12 medications without either going without or having to pay out of pocket. Insurance is a huge thing. While I was full-time with Mixer, I had to have long conversations about how I was going to pay for my medical treatments because I have severe asthma. So I have to get injections and I have to get inhalers, and all that stuff is expensive. So not having insurance while I was full-time streaming was definitely tough. But with Tiny Build, after 3 months, I will have insurance with them, which I'm very excited for, especially having like dental and vision. As soon as I get my vision insurance, I will be getting my eyes checked because I worry. So, and rockets and flamethrowers. Not a flamethrower. That's true. It's not a flamethrower. My first move was a bit sad. $55,000 in action figures put away that I haven't seen in 7 years. Oh my god. That was my thing, is that whenever I moved, I always said that my stuff will never be in storage because I didn't pay a lot of money for figures to not see them. If I wasn't going to see them, I was going to sell them, and I don't want to sell them. So, that was the big thing for me. Let's see. Darth says I have to drive 2.5 hours to go to a show in Tulsa, and an hour and a half to go to a show in Oklahoma City, and 2.5 hour drive to go to Dallas. Man, that's a lot of driving. British says move to Seattle. I agree. Get them new glasses. We'll see. I have one of my fears in life are things near my eye. Like, I can't have if this pen was sitting on my desk, but it was facing towards me, it would bug me until the point that I turned the pen around. I can't have any sharp objects pointing towards my eye, even if it's on a different altitude. It's just a weird paranoia I have. Like a fork can't be turned around on the table. A knife can't be turned around on the table. It's just a weird thing that I have. Glasses can't be, or glasses are a fear of mine because they're literally right next to my eye, and I will never, ever do contacts, nor LASIK. Will not shoot a laser in my eye, will not put contacts in my eye. So, if I have to get glasses, I will get glasses. I just hope that the doctor tells me that my eyesight is fine. So, yeah, I don't do contacts. Bad experience start that big? No. I've had this my entire life. I've never been poked in the eye or anything like that. I think just weird, maybe horror movies where I see people get poked in the eye or something like that, or I don't know. I just can't. I can't. And for some reason, my thing scrolled all the way to the top of the thing. Okay, here we go. You should wear you stare at computer screens all day and night. That's actually not why I think I have eye issues. I do a lot of safety precautions with my monitors. I have them in low light settings, so I'm not blinding myself in any way. I don't struggle to read. I always have lighting when I'm gaming, because if you're gaming in the dark, you're straining your eye. And I push this on a lot of people. I used to use gunner glasses for a long time, but I haven't recently, and it's not because I felt I didn't need them or anything. I just haven't worn them. But I take a lot of safety precautions in my gaming and my job. So we'll see. I think it's just everyone in my family wears glasses. Everyone. And I think that might be a genetic that's starting to come after me. My sister wears glasses. My mom wears glasses. My dad wears glasses. All of my grandparents have worn glasses. All of my mom's sisters and brothers wear glasses. Literally, everyone wears glasses. I'm the first person in my family to not wear glasses. So I think it's just coming after me. So we'll see.
And sorry about me disappearing. I made a huge mistake with something, and I had to explain it in Discord. So
it's all good. I was.
It
It
had to
looked
be
like
done
you had
right
something.
that second.
Yeah.
So
It looked like you had something, so I was just doing my thing. Yeah, Halo Collector has 3 storage sheds full of toys and collectibles. I can't do that. I didn't pay a lot of money to have them sit. I like them displayed. Even if they're displayed in the box, I can't do it. I can't have them sit in a room that I never see. Paying money to have them sit in a place where I don't get to enjoy them, that doesn't sound enjoyable to me.
that's called hoarding, not collecting. Hoarding is
Well,
the
but
word you're looking
I know he sells them, so there's the trade on that.
If you're
$35
selling them,
eye
okay,
exam.
that's all right.
$35 eye exam, not expensive. That's not the part that I'm worried about. It's the maintenance of it. So such as glasses, because I want to get, like, if I'm buying glasses, I'm buying glasses. Like, I am not going any sort of cheap route. I'm getting something, like, I would even go the full length of getting like whatever, like glasses that are not going to break. If it costs me $1,000, like, I'm going all out in getting what I need to do, because I don't want to have to do any sort of maintenance in taking care of it. So
And this time of day, $20 glasses and $400 glass frames have the exact same durability.
I haven't looked into it, but all I know is I want to make sure that what I'm getting is what I need. Yeah, that's about it. I'm very much a person who's like, I don't like getting off-brand stuff, because I truly believe that these brands that you pay for, have a brand name, unless unless it's like if you're going for like Gucci purse because it has the name Gucci on it. But like these companies, where you pay more for products such as Razer keyboards, very expensive keyboards, but you're getting every penny worth. Every penny worth.
There's your good example. You can go buy some really expensive Oakley frames, and they're no better than the $30 frames that I know for a fact because I had some Oakleys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, my thing is I just want the best quality of what I'm getting. That's what I want out of it. So,
and the biggest thing is especially when you first start wearing glasses, is you're going to lose them, guaranteed. And nobody wants to lose a $400 pair of glasses.
No, I know I lose my sunglasses enough, but yeah, that's something that I'd have to figure out. It's also dependent on when I need the glasses too, right? So,
yeah, I need glasses for reading, so I go to the drugstore and buy the $5 granny glasses that are within close enough that I can read. I got a pair hanging on a kitchen cabinet so I can read labels, and I got another pair somewhere else for when I'm reading. Half of the stuff on my screen is blurry. I can't. Now on my TV that's further away, it's all nice and clean, but right here on my laptop, it's all half blurry. So, yep, done that, Miss JG. Woke up the next morning with twisted frames.
Yeah. That's that part might, like, all of this like losing and breaking stuff, it might be a thing for me to discover when we get to that point, so we'll see. But I'm
just suggesting that $400 Oakleys is not the way to learn your lesson.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. No, I know that. But yeah, I think Bayside, thank you for the follow. I think that might be
I think we've beat all the topics we had up, plus the extras that we always run into.
We'll read Kangus's here, but yeah, we're 2 hours into it, so we're definitely gonna be calling it. For days when I can't wear my contacts, I have daytime and nighttime pair of glasses just in case I fall asleep. I don't want to ruin my Guess brand glasses. Got cheap glasses for nighttime. Okay, there you go. And I lose them when I get playing video games. Your glasses? Oh my god. You only need them to read far away. I gotcha. Oh, it makes sense. Okay. Well, lots of information. We got, like, even though some of them were, they, like, in the long run, they still were New Year's resolution stuff. They just, like, pretty deep into the New Year resolution stuff. So, we will be back tomorrow with more podcast stuff for you here on the Mixcast. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like I said, I won't be here Friday, so we will do a makeup. The makeup might not be this weekend, though. It might have to get pushed to the next weekend, simply because I won't be here Saturday. And Sunday is my 1-year partnership. And I don't know that I will want to do a Mixcast after that. So it might have to just get pushed to the next weekend. So we will have a makeup this month. But whatever. Hi, K-Dog. And then he
really?
Spams. I mean, I say hello and then he spams. Oh, well. All right. You guys were fantastic. Thank you guys so much for being here for the first day of the year. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope
that would not be a good idea, Halo.
Oh, they'll get so off track. It would be unbelievable.
That we would start with Wales and end up with traffic law. I'm just, yeah, that would not be good.
Are you into traffic law?
No, but I'm just saying, it'd be like when you get on the internet, you look for something specific, like how do you make enchiladas?
Oh, you do the YouTube video thing,
and then 3 hours later, you're trying to discover why ants dig holes in the ground.
Yeah, you do the deep parts of YouTube that gets difficult to get out of. So
I can even avoid happen. It's just chasing article links. And I'm telling you, you can get from macaroni and cheese to natural disasters in 1845 in no time at all.
We're not going to let that happen. But we
I'm
are
just
going to
saying.
see you guys tomorrow for Mixcast, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope we see you guys there. You guys are fantastic. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye,
See
bye, bye,
ya.
bye.